Hi everybody, welcome. It is my 6 months update. It is very hard to believe that it has been 6 months since I started this journey, and I am so impressed and pleased at where I'm at. No, everything hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, but I've gotten so far going from being 32, using a walker, to now I'm walking 2 miles every day. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. Remember, if you have questions, put them in the comments. If I don't answer them there, then I'll answer them in a Q&A. Thank you for your support on my journey. I truly appreciate it. Not only supporting me, but helping others. And by supporting my channel, you sitting there can help me reach other people, these people that are feeling like they have no other choice in life but to be miserable. You and I can help them discover a new path. So thank you so much. In today's video, we're going to kind of reverse things. I'm going to go over where I'm at, my discoveries, and what my plans are to continue. So this is where I'm at. 6 months ago, I weighed 359.6 pounds. As of today, I weigh 280.2 pounds. That is a total loss of 79.6 pounds in 6 months. I am ecstatic at my progress. I have experienced quite a bit of a slowdown recently, and that led me for the past 2 days to be kind of disappointed in myself. I expected to lose more weight between last month and this month, but I have to keep reminding myself it is not just about the weight, it is also about the huge health improvements I've had. I went from being a type 2 diabetic to no longer being a diabetic. I've had my triglycerides cut in more than half. Surprisingly for me, my cholesterol actually has gone down. My autoimmune issues are so much better. My PCOS, so for my cycles and periods, is immensely better. I had GERD no matter what I ate, fat, no fat. Now, nothing. I am amazed at the progress. And the biggest thing, as I already mentioned, I was 32 years old having to use a rollator walker just to go anywhere. I had to worry about if I had somewhere to sit, how long I had to stand. None of that do I have to worry about anymore. This morning, I was extremely disappointed. I mentioned that just previously, but I was like super down in the dumps. I had not lost more weight, and it took me hours to get over it. And then Scott came up with this brilliant idea of writing all my more recent non-scale victories. And this is only honestly a fraction of the list. This is just what I could come up with off the top of my head more recently. And I immediately got over the fact that I have not lost more than 80 pounds in 6 months. Because, you know what? Excuse my language. Screw anybody who is gonna say I should have lost more. I lost 80 pounds in 6 months. I feel like a completely different person. So to any naysayers out there, or any of you that feel like what you've done isn't enough, it absolutely is. I don't care if you lost 5 pounds in 6 months. That is 5 pounds that you lost. You are better today than you were yesterday. So be proud of that and not hard on yourself. Discoveries that I've had this past month. I had to look long and hard about my actions around food and my integrity. This is something I will have to do for the rest of my life, for always, because I'm not perfect. And I had to admit to myself all these little slips and falls and stumbles and eating off carnivore here and there. It adds up. It added up to me deviating from the path. I made a video a couple weeks ago about this, and in that video, that's when I said, okay, square one, I'm going to start recording every single thing I eat every day. And I have been. And let me tell you, it has helped more than I could have ever imagined. And on top of that, I have learned some valuable lessons recently of things I can't eat. I tried doing sriracha again on Scott's Famous Meat Mush, and I discovered I get flushed, I feel really bad, and I get indigestion after I eat it. So that is not something I'm gonna be eating or can eat anymore. I also discovered we had some steaks that were a couple days old, so Scott put some tamari sauce in it, which is soy-based. I felt absolutely terrible. I felt bloated, I felt swollen, I felt sick after eating it. So that is another thing I've learned. I'm just never gonna be able to eat. I find that these lessons are extremely valuable because I'm just ticking off the things that no longer can be in my diet to make sure that I'm eating things that should be in my diet. The most interesting thing I found was how quickly my body responded and the amount of pain. I've been having more knee pain and shoulder and wrist. And when we've been going walking, I'm having a lot of foot pain. And it all started around the time that I've had these little slips. If I've had wheat or I've had like the sriracha, things like this, they are directly causing this pain. I have only like beef, butter, coffee, no problems. But then if I have these little things that are weaning into my diet, that is when I start having a lot of issues. On an even more positive note, I want to share with you guys some of the more recent non-scale victories that I've had. They range from tiny to big. The first one, I've mentioned it already, 32 using a walker to now walking 2.5 miles every day with my handsome husband and my amazing dogs. I can paddleboard, I can bike ride, I can climb up a ladder. The list goes on of the physical activities. But also, it's the small things that make a difference. I got in the back of our car the other day and realized I could easily buckle the seatbelt and it didn't push on my hip at all. I have not been wearing a seatbelt in the back of our car for years because, well, I was just too fat for it to latch and not hurt my leg. And now I didn't even think about it. The other day I was getting off the ground. I got off the ground with one leg and I had to do a double take because I didn't believe I had just done it so easily. I can put my socks and shoes on, lean all the way over without holding my breath or tweaking my knee just to reach my feet. We live in a 3-story house, so I have to climb stairs all the time. I can go up a set of stairs without being short of breath anymore. I have old clothes now that actually fit. I can reach behind my back and touch my hands together. You know, a lot of these sound like nothing burgers to a lot of people, but when you have gotten so out of shape, so fat, you can't like touch parts of your body, it is amazing when you get the ability back to do it. Some huge, huge things. This is a mental relief like I had never imagined. When I go somewhere, I don't have to worry about where I'm going, where I'm gonna sit when I get there. Am I gonna fit in a booth or a chair when I get there? None of that crosses my mind anymore. It's we're going somewhere, great, that's it. There's none of this worry, this voice inside my head thinking of the 30 different things that could go wrong, of all the judgment from people if I can't fit in a booth or if I'm sweating profusely just standing there. That doesn't happen anymore, and it is such a burden off me. Actually, the number one benefit I have gotten is I used to feel like such a burden. My life, my existence was just a burden on everybody around me and that I would be better off dead. Scott used to have to clean, take care of the dogs, do the laundry, work full time. Everything in the house I had placed on him because I was so wrapped up in my own stuff, my own wants, my own trying to make myself feel better. And it is amazing to be able to take that load, that burden off of him, to be able to take my amazing dogs for a walk every day. 2 of them got overweight just from eating too much. And the fact that I can walk them every day, they've lost weight, they're healthier now. It is the most beautiful, moving thing for me ever. taking all of those positives into account, all this change, and also my self-reflection of why things have slowed down, I have set some goals into motion, and I want to share them with you guys because that is the way to really get a goal cemented, is to articulate and tell others. I will be for the next 7 days. I actually started this morning. It is Sunday the 11th. I will be cutting out all dairy except butter. No cheese, no heavy cream, no nothing. This morning I put butter in my coffee. It was all right. Number 2, so I'm going to continue the what I ate videos. They have helped me more than I could have ever imagined keep to what I'm eating and keep to my integrity, which I absolutely love. That it also kind of leads me into my 3rd goal, which is to journal everything that I'm eating and measuring it out. I want to be very specific with this because the only way to solve a problem like the slower weight loss is to address everything. And this may have nothing to do with it, but I figured it can't hurt to do this for a little bit. My last goal is to cut out anything unnecessary around if there's any carbs hiding in things. I want to go through our spices and see if there's something that I've missed, that there are carbs hiding in there. Yes, I am aware there's a little bit of carbs in garlic and onion powder, but that I'm not willing to give up because that's what keeps me on the diet. But other things, like if I have any spice mixtures and things like that, the sriracha, just anything that something could be hiding in, I'm going to work this next month to pull that out of my diet. Again, thank you guys so much. I have loved all of your comments and all of your support, and I truly see you guys as wonderful friends. Please do not forget to join the Discord community. We would love to have you. We do book club there, we do regular chats, and we just added some recipes that people can throw in there that are either keto, carnivore, ketovorness. So come join us. You can do it by going to carnivorousme.com, and the instructions are on there. Anyways, I hope to see you soon. Bye. Whoever's stomach is doing that needs to stop, and I think it's mine. It's going. Yeah, Rosie. Tell him. That's what she thinks of that.
Choking on the chunk of my ass you just bit off.
With my beautiful husband. I mean, handsome husband. Go. You're gonna do that, and you're gonna poke the back of the camera, and you're gonna knock it over. We're restarting. Hide anything else? Are you staring at my foot?
No.
Waiting for me to do the little foot tap to pause it?
Mm-hmm. Got a pretty good husband, remote control. Works for the TV too.
It's foot control. Go do.
I mean, universal control. It works for the TV and the camera.